Hi there, this is Sophia from sophiaoja.com. Recently, I did a website review for Agnieszka and shared with her some tips and strategies on how she could optimize her website. And she found it quite helpful and agreed that I could share this with you so that you too could take some tips for your website. So here is the website review now. Hi, Agnieszka. This is Sophia from sophiaoja.com. I am now looking at your website and I'd like to give you a few tips just from what I see offhand. This is not a full custom video review, but at least a mini one where I can point to you a few things that you can do to make your website a high converting website. So here is your site. This is where I land when I click on your URL that you shared with me. And what I first see is expanding consciousness, meditate, have fun, remember who you are. Okay, so I'm getting intrigued. I scroll down and I see one-to-one sessions, group classes, relaxing retreats, about us, a few testimonials, quotes without a name, which is fine, but just presenting that. And then a quote by Joanne. So, all about retreats, great instructor. And then a video about retreats and so on. And then you have a Facebook like over here and an image, a sign up page, some more social media, and some more testimonials. Then you have a Kindle and paperback. I'm thinking these are books. I'm not clicking into that right now. Then you have more navigation items, blog, YouTube channel, meetup group, and some more social media. And I can see that it's built on Weebly, which is fine. What else? Photo used under the Creative Commons. That's awesome. So this is your homepage. And the first thing I would like to say that you can do differently, perhaps, is to clean up all the links and entry points. So what I mean by that is you have these 4 buttons here that lead to other pages. Plus you have a menu over here with a lot more choices that I can go for, which shows all the variety of things that you have on offer. But I would not even have seen that if I had not clicked this menu. So first thing I would recommend is to have a top navigation with the most important pages. And the most important pages would be connected with your primary goal, right? When I asked you what's your main goal, you mentioned to me that you want to tell people what you do and then sign up to the events or get in touch. These are many, many different things. I would recommend that you find out a single most important primary goal. Of course, your website can do many different things, but there has to be one primary goal. Is it signing up for retreats? Is it signing up for newsletters? Or is it actually contacting you with your contact form? Depending on what your business setup is like. If your business is set up in a way that people actually find your site, see the retreats, and book right away, then that should be a primary goal. That should be a primary page on the top navigation. Whereas if you actually sell those retreats from your list, from your email list, then you need to have very clear paths for people to get into your lead magnet. The one that you have down below here has to have a prime spot if that's the entryway for all your sales on your business. It could be that you're a very local network. You've tapped into a local network and people actually know you, and then they come to your website. So then they actually already know what they're looking for. Then you make very easy for them to find all the different options. Okay, so let's go to About Us. When I click over here, I want to know more about you. Instead, I get the Contact Us page. All right. So the contact page needs to be its own page somewhere down in the footer, but the About page needs to have information about you. And maybe you already knew that, and it's just a link error, because I saw earlier that you do have an About page. Where was that? Here. You do have an About page with a nice picture of you talking about expanding consciousness, a little brief about your events, and a little bit about your journey. So I would put that really right, more clearly connected to that About page. Of course, you can have contact down here as well. And I would, first of all, I would take all these buttons out and maybe shift that with the top navigation, have a clear top navigation. That's really become such a standard now, that you have a clear top navigation. You can do it in several different ways, but have your important pages there instead of having a menu bar here. Then the first section here, you can clearly talk about what expanding consciousness is in a brief few sentences. And then you can, because this is your main landing page, I would suggest that you then have doorways into your different offerings. So whether it's retreats or your group classes or your one-to-one sessions, have 3 different images, for example, and then have these buttons right underneath those images from where people can go and find more information. I also noticed that you have a lot of events that have different dates and so on. So I would really, maybe you use an events calendar and have all those events listed neatly so that people can just say, oh, okay, August, what does Agnieszka has on offer? Have all of that on the events calendar. And then on the home page, you have the next 3 important events coming up. Have them on the main page under upcoming events, so that as soon as somebody lands here, they can see what's next and they can go into there. The video is fine. I think it's a little bit too big. I would make it a little bit smaller and have a little brief description of what the video is talking about. And remove all your social media from random places on the page, like here, here, and here, and put them all on the very bottom, in one section, in one area. All right. Again, you have YouTube channel here. I would recommend not repeating these elements. Just have it very streamlined, and maybe you can think of just a list of links that you can have in the footer. The contact has to go in the footer. Let's see what's on the blog. Your blog is actually making people leave your site and go somewhere else. So I would recommend thinking about ways to integrate your site so that your blog is on your website. And let's see, let's look at a couple of retreats information. All right, so here you have a 7-night retreat in Portugal. Looks really good, looks very nice. And then you have bookings right away. What else is there on this page? That's it. So I would put more information about this retreat, like a little description and registration process, a bit more of what to expect and the pricing, all of that on that page. And then when I scroll down, I see older events with nice images, but this is from 2017. You can still have that information on your website, but not on the page where you're trying to get people to sign up to the Portugal retreat, which is coming up, right? Because it takes away attention. They're like, oh, what happened in 2017? Ooh, that looks nice. Scotland, lovely. This looks really nice. So, the attention of the viewer goes to somewhere else. you can have an archive folder with all the old events. And these wonderful photographs, you can put in a gallery with little brief descriptions saying this is Scotland or this is Portugal or wherever. And so that way people can have a feeling of the kinds of retreats you have in different places. And this is past events here with the video, a bit more information here, and then book my space, and then something from 2016. These are really nice little details here. The images are fantastic. Put them in a gallery and make it like a gallery screen show or something like that. So here is About Us, which is sort of weird why it's kind of in the middle of the page hanging out here. So I would remove that. This is another retreat, perhaps. This is very nice. This can go on your About page, who we stand for. So yeah, I think that you can, all of these wonderful past events, you can put on a different page, in an archive page. People can see what kind of things happened. I can go on and give you more tips, but I think this is already quite a long video now. But I think it gives you a starting point for how you can make some changes. I'm a Squarespace web designer, so I am biased, but I just want to say that off the start. So I would really recommend that you look into designing a Squarespace website. It will bring your blog and your content together, and very easy to make galleries. You'll have a very coherent presence online. Yeah, so that's a few tips on my side. Let me know if you have questions. Just reach me at sophiaoja.com. That's SOPHIAOJHA.com. And I wish you a lot of luck, all the best. This is wonderful what you're doing, though that retreat in Portugal does look very nice. Thanks so much. All the best. Bye.